Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have to look at the lens and not the... What do you even call that?
A television. No, you don't. It's a monitor.
A monitor.
Lizard.
I'm here today with my dear friend Kiki, who I've known for many, many moons.
Many.
And suns.
Should we count moons? No.
A lot.
Too many moons to count.
Like 8 years.
Yeah.
Ish.
So let us know in the comments how many moons that is.
Oh, hey there, freaky deaky. You into that moon talk? You ready for that extended edition? Well, buckle up. Because this is my playground now. You don't even know what you've gotten yourself into. But it's too late to turn back. So enjoy the ride. Because I'm in charge. Today. Over here. Every day. Because it's my channel. I'm always in charge. I almost forgot to say, don't forget to watch to the end of the extended edition to check out the special bonus features and behind the scenes facts. We also decided to run a sale for you cutie patooties to celebrate this joyous collaboration. So from now through October 1st, 2025, you can get up to 40% off everything on the SALT website. And if it's after October 1st, 2025, I'm sorry, and I don't know what to tell you. Early bird, I'm getting all them wormies. I don't know why you want worms, but that's your prerogative. Get out, let's move on with the video.
Kiki is here today with us from New York. It has only taken us approximately 4 hours to get ready.
It was a lot of moon counting.
Yeah.
And I think now that we're here, I actually think that was a mistake because it turned out to not even...
It didn't matter. Kiki owns SALT New York, which I have talked about for many, many moons. She is the brains and the beauty and the brawn behind SALT New York. So
heavy on the brawn.
Heavy on the brawn. We're gonna talk heavy on the beauty. Heavy on the brains, as you will soon find out.
I love that the brains was the last.
But like, yeah,
the point of this video is supposed to be me sharing like wisdom, but mostly sharing my beauty and my brawn.
Yes. Yeah. We're going to be talking about why... Well, I don't actually know what we're going to be talking about because, like, things are going downhill rapidly.
Disagree. Well, okay, fair. Fair.
Yeah.
Based off of every conversation we've ever had, honest to God, who knows what's going to happen? However, this idea, you had it. You birthed it with your beauty, brains, and brawn.
I wanted Kiki to do... I don't want this screensaver to be what's going on in the background.
Don't look. Look at my brawn.
Somebody please.
Somebody please look at my brawn and my beauty. Don't look at the screen. Oh, there we go. Gorgeous.
Pink and yellow and cute.
Mm-hmm.
Not this like rolling valleys. What the fuck? So anyways.
We hate rolling valleys.
I wanted to do a video where Kiki does my makeup because Kiki is a professional makeup artist. Has been for many, many moons. I can't stop myself. I hate it. Kiki has been a makeup artist for many moons and suns, and she's
astrological events, other ones.
Yeah, well, any and all.
Can we name a third? No, but they did
Solar
happen.
flare?
Many moons, many suns, some solar flares as well.
Yeah,
half happened whilst I was professionalizing makeup.
So. That's it. I know that people have a fear around, or like just a concept that covering things like redness and acne and stuff like that, that they need to use an extreme amount of product and an extremely pigmented product to do that.
Yes.
And then are often kind of disillusioned with how their skin ends up looking at the end of it.
Yeah. Yes.
So I thought you were the perfect person with the perfect products to showcase that you do not need to do those things.
Yes. And also, can I interrupt briefly to say
Please.
something smart with my brains? I'll talk about brown later. When I started doing makeup professionally, for the love of God,
this is going to go on forever.
It's going to go on for so many minutes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, everyone. When I started working as a makeup artist, and I won't say it, a long time ago.
Yeah. Period, end sentence.
It's so hard.
I know.
There was a big shift in digital filmmaking. So I'm a makeup artist. Specifically, I've been a makeup artist for film and television for a long time. It went from film to digital, and there was a period of time where digital kind of looked like ass.
Yeah.
And then they came out with HD cameras like the Red camera. And this was around when I was starting my career. Oh my God, if we don't stop talking about passages of time, I'm going to scream. It's the cue cards, it's the teleprompter. Whoever wrote this, crazy. That changed the way makeup artists had to do makeup on the skin. Because first of all, little known fact, this is a little bit of a digression, but I'm not even going to pretend like I don't digress all day, every day. If you don't like digressions, turn off the video. Directors are sexist and they hate makeup artists and makeup. Film directors are like, God, I wish you weren't here and your department didn't exist.
We are gonna be here literally. I need to digress a little bit. Just to digress. I need to digress a little bit just to say that we quite literally just had a talk where I was like, okay, let's not get too caught up in just like yapping. And she was like we have been. And I was like, yes.
We won't.
And then I was like, I'm good at, which like also that was just like a blatant lie. I was like, I'm good at being concise.
You're gooder at it than me.
I'm gooder at it than Kiki.
Oh yeah.
Which is saying quite literally nothing.
Nothing. Couldn't be saying less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
anyway, directors hate women.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that we are really important for their jobs. Anyway, they really don't want to see makeup on like a character.
Yeah.
In their film. In their
They just
cinema.
want them to be naturally.
Yes. If they can see the makeup, they're like, wow, I wish you were dead. Because they're like, this is a film. This is a cinematic thing that we're making, and it's supposed to immerse the audience into my world that I've built, in which everyone just is, and their character just is. And if I can see concealer on a woman, then she's not a real woman, and I hate you and her and this, and you've ruined my project. So I had to get really good at being able to correct redness and things without any men being really mad at me. You truly do not need to put on a lot of product to get results. I just burped.
That's okay. My husband burps directly into my mouth all the time.
I'm so sorry I didn't burp directly into your mouth. I didn't know that was part of your love language.
Yeah, he waits, and then like as soon as we get close, he he can't. It just bubbles up out of him, burps into my face.
And you love it. And so next time you want me to do that.
Right.
Noted.
Yeah.
So, especially with color correcting redness, green on camera and IRL can make you look like the undead. You run into a situation where you are color correcting red with green, and then you now need to color correct the green.
Yeah.
Could go on forever. It could go on for so many months.
And you don't want that.
No. Trust us.
Slippery slope.
Slipperiest of slopes.
Yeah.
That's you. I'm going to show you on our beautiful friend, Sam Ravendor, how to not have a cakey, dead-looking face.
I need to preface this with saying, I do think that a perspective shift is necessary.
Oh, yeah.
Because people are so used to, I would say, overcorrecting by putting so much pigmentation, so much whatever. If that's like what you want, then great. But if you're
Kalani on Chicken Shop Date, if you like it, I love it.
There. If you are somebody who's like, you just don't love the way your makeup's turning out, whatever. Mm-hmm. There will still be some skin that shows through, and it's okay.
I want to piggyback off of that so that we just never, ever, ever get to the point.
Yeah, please.
I think we should pop up a photo. Is that where it's going to be? On the screen? We'll find out. Of when my acne got really bad a few years ago.
Yeah.
You and I have both been through it with our skin. And when I turned 30 for my birthday, I got really horrendous cystic acne. It was a terrible present. Do not recommend. I want you to see this and understand that I have been preaching self-acceptance and understanding, like everything Sam's saying right now is like perspective shift, and it's okay if imperfections show through a little bit to people for some
undisclosed amount of time. Yep.
When it was me, the emotional roller coaster, and I was like, I'm 30, I'm not a teenager.
Yeah.
I thought I was like pretty confident. The impact it had on my mental health was profound. I understand the weight of what we're saying.
Did you shave your legs for this?
No, I am a hairless mole rat. I'm a naked mole rat. Oh, it's so hard.
Wow.
I know.
No.
You can see the hair. You can look at it up close.
Wow.
Should we?
Like, astoundingly silken. Feels freshly shaven, but
Yeah.
is not.
No, you can, because you can see the hairs from up here. They're like this long.
Wow. So should we jump in on that note?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Last thing.
Okay.
To wrap up my thing.
Yeah.
When we're talking about this perspective shift, which I actually do think is very important. All jokes aside, just kidding. All the jokes are going to stay right in the center. I had to understand that this idea that you can either cover everything and look great, or have things show through, or not cover things and look bad. That's actually a made up dichotomy. In real life, no matter how perfectly blended and concealed things are, people aren't going to see makeup covering skin texture and issues and things and be deceived.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
On cameras and screens, very different situation. And this is a personal choice. I felt better embracing the fact that people can tell I have textural issues, whether I change the color of them or not. I would rather look like I'm wearing less complexion makeup, experiment with being willing to push the coverage as far as you can while
And
it
then
still looks like
stopping.
skin, and then stopping even if you haven't perfectly concealed everything. Because the idea of perfectly concealing everything is actually an illusion. All concealer marketing, all these things, it's like, it's Photoshop, it's blurring, it's 100% cover. It's like we've been told over and over and over again that like is attainable. So what we want to tell you is lower your expectations and cut out and stop.
And here's how.
Stop dreaming that it's actually okay. We are so much more aware of our stuff than anybody else.
I'm so glad I'm not the one editing this video.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure that you go follow Kiki. She's a wealth of knowledge.
Oh, I'm not going to edit this video. This is a live
This
stream.
is just live,
Yeah.
straight. Yeah, enjoy.
Cutting nothing out.
Make sure you go follow Kiki. She's a wealth of knowledge. Make sure you go support Salt. Just like fantastic brand by a smart, strong, beautiful woman.
Brawn for days.
As we prefaced.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for saying those things.
No problem.
Here's the
That's
money.
all I had to say.
Here's the
Thanks.
money that I promised you for saying all those nice things about me. Sam is deeply in the pocket of Big Salt and Big Kiki.
Are you gonna sit?
Oh yeah,
Are you a sitting artist?
I am a sitting artist.
Wow.
Also, we said we were gonna not look at the monitor. Did you look at the monitor 100% of the time and the lens 0%
Not
of the time?
100% of the time, but a lot.
I
of the
would say
time.
it was an 80-20 for me.
Yeah.
We're just so beautiful and brawny. So what Sam's doing now is putting on skincare.
Well, we're cheek to cheek.
I showed her how to clinch in Muay Thai, and then she got like romantically attracted to me the other day.
Yeah.
I put my hands behind her neck, and she was like, "Wow."
Which, for those of you that don't know, clinching in Muay Thai is where you just basically nuzzle.
Hard. It is hard nuzzling. I went like this to her, and she was like, "Oh wow." We were also like at the beach
At the
sunset.
beach, yeah. So it was like partially circumstantial, partially just like nuzzling.
An important note about
yeah.
any complexion stuff you're doing, don't put too much stuff underneath. I know that capitalism is like, you need a toner and a primer and a moisturizer and everything. All of those kind of do the same thing. If you're going to be outside, do SPF. And make sure you just don't like layer on like so much stuff, because then it's like, remember slip and slides? We're going to be talking about slip and slides a lot. Actually, that might have been the last time.
Theme.
We want to make sure that the distribution of oil has been leveled out, right? Because our faces don't produce oil evenly. So whether we have oily skin or not, we want to just make it even so that when we start to put things on top, they're kind of grabbing the same and not being like, oh, I'm going to really grab here. Not so much here because it's all nice and slippery.
One more time.
I'm going to be using this olive green shade from Salt. I made this to do a lot of things. This is only one of them. You can also use it to, like, when you have products that are too warm or too orangey, you can mix it in for that. But obviously we can color correct with it because red, green, canceling each other out, all that good stuff. I am going to mix a tiny bit of this into her concealer, and I'm going to spot apply it.
While you do that,
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about the shade of this, which I can already tell you. I haven't actually even used this before.
Oh, it's like, I did eat, as the children say.
The issue with a lot of green color correctors on the market, in my opinion, they have, first of all, just like too much pigment in general. And secondly, for some reason, like an outrageously white base. They're like this weird pastel green thing. My issue that I've been saying for years with many color correctors is that, again, to go back to what Kiki was talking about, you have to then color correct the color corrector. So it's like,
Yes.
sure, you got rid of the red, maybe, kind of, in like this weird pastel-y green type of way, but now you have a pastel green face.
Yes.
Where it should be basically correcting it to the point where it's like pulling it back to be a more neutral tone. If you're wanting to do it like color corrector first, foundation over top, in this instance, basically pulling in the green is making it so that like the foundation plus that little bit of green is helping to neutralize the redness, and then like my actual skin tone is also going to be helping to complement all of those colors together.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Well, it makes sense to me. Let us know in the comments if it made sense to you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mix the Best Case Concealer in her shade and the green together because, again, we don't need to go that hard. We don't need to do that much, okay?
And the shade that I'm using is...
We
Is
are
it
using...
N11?
No, this is N11 right now.
Okay, yeah.
We maybe could have gone to N10 because it's summertime in Canada.
You know what that looks like?
Your mom?
My mom is a wonderful woman.
Beautiful, wonderful woman who I actually really adore.
Yeah.
We're also going to be able to talk about what situations, don't look at me, that we can use brushes v sponges, because I know that's another thing people wonder about. I've mixed the green in, and I'm going to use a brush here because I want precision. I don't want to put this everywhere.
The weirdness is right here, by the way.
Yeah, so she has some dryness under her eye, and I'm going to, when we get there, I'm going to break down kind of like when I choose what tool. Because I don't want to put a layer of green everywhere, which not only is intense and like heavy, it's also counterproductive. Our eyes see color in a relative way. If I counteract the red, but then I also counteract the skin next to it, I've shifted the disparity over, but my eye still sees like we're trying to make the skin with the redness match the skin next to it. I am using this brush to just tap into the areas that have the most redness. And any type of coverage that I do, whether it's acne, dark circles, anything like that, I want to apply the product where the issue is and a little bit past so that I have room to feather and blend the edge.
And putting down the brush first where you want the heaviest pigmentation.
Yes.
And moving outwards as you have less product on your brush, but also I think the
100%.
importance of priming your brush.
Yes, I have this little thing. I'm like doing this, and then I'm like, let me just kind of like wiggle it around a little bit and not just go in like
Dipping into the product and then slapping it on your face.
to find out like where we landed.
I think when you are doing
This
your
one?
own makeup, a lot of the times you can do that and it's like all fine and well kind of thing, especially if it's a formula you're really familiar with.
Like
You're
to
trying a
learn
new
thing.
technique,
Yes.
starting with much less.
Now turn this way. I approach everything in these terms, and I would love for you guys to experiment with this also. How little product can I get away with using? And then build up from there. If you need to add more layers, fine. That solves so much, actually, I have found.
When you're using such intense pigmentation, that's why a lot of the times, like if you're ever somebody who does your foundation that is a really high pigment foundation and then you feel like you look like a mask, so you're like, well, I have to do freckles and I have to do blush and I have to do this and I have to do that.
Bring
and I
all
have
this
to blah,
stuff
blah, blah.
back in that I erased.
Then obviously the more you're applying product, then it's like I have to apply powder so that I'm setting this thing, and then I have to apply this setting thing so that I'm getting away the powder look.
Yes.
And it's just like on and on and on. The makeup isn't doing what it needs to do in the first place.
Yes.
I use this to correct this thing, which is caused by this product doing this, and it's just like, oh my god.
You and I have had a perspective seeing a lot of influencers up close and personal, not through a filter or a camera. Being a makeup artist, most women that I meet, when they're like, find out that I'm a makeup artist, I get some version of this reaction. Oh my god, you're a makeup artist? Like, please help me. I don't know what I'm doing. I tried to do this thing and it didn't work. I contoured and I looked insane. And because cameras, and I can't stress this enough, are robot eyeballs. I want us to all interpret that for a second. Cameras are robot eyeballs that are not as good at being eyeballs as eyeballs are. Eyeballs see everything in a way that cameras don't. And there's a natural filtration. Even when people don't, screensaver, even when people don't use a filter, the fact that they are doing a camera and then you're looking at it on a screen, filtration happens. That's not even including flattering lighting and all of these other things. And the fact that many, many content creators do use filters. People think they see people put on a lot of makeup and then they do what that person did and they're like, whoa, it doesn't look all smooth. I'm like, well, in many cases, it doesn't on them either in person.
Yeah.
Your end result actually looks more similar to theirs than you thought it did.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can 100% see the texture. And I don't think that's even an inherently bad thing.
No,
I just think it's something people need to understand if when they try it at home, they're like, oh, I did it wrong. No, you didn't. You probably did not do it wrong, actually. You just have a different comfort level with makeup and you maybe want a lighter application, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
We have taken down the most red parts tapered out the edges. But look at how I have not turned her into the Hulk. And if you want to see me turn her into the Hulk, we can do a different video of that, because
That can happen.
honestly would love that.
Okay.
Although I feel like if one of us were the Hulk, it should be me, because it's hard for me to picture you like raging, but you don't even have
I've
to.
been there.
Yeah.
You know what my like
That's true.
signature move is? I'm a door slammer.
Mm.
Like when you really got me, I'm gonna be slamming that door.
I'm a phone thrower at walls.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
I
once.
haven't done it in a long time because phones are more expensive now.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
And
it's like
also like
economically speaking.
therapy.
Sure.
Huge. Being around fewer people that make me want to throw phones was the big one.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of getting older. Actually, just not interacting with people that make me want to throw my phone at a wall.
Yeah.
That actually cut down on it. I think it's been, many months.
It's been 2 weeks at least.
It's been like 2 hours. Actually, I did get here and immediately throw a soccer ball at your window.
Yeah.
On purpose. I wasn't like, oh no, I accidentally hit the window. I aimed at the window and I hit the window, but it's not my fault. There was a giant fucking spider.
It was big.
And there was no
I
other
think that
choice.
a lot of people do. Let's carry on.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. But just to round up my thought, I will say, I do think a lot of people say, like, it's a big spider, and then you see it and you're like, that's not a big spider. This is actually, we have big spiders here. And when they're, like, full wingspan.
I guess I closed a curtain. Like,
Yeah.
I opened it up to
And it was
close
in
a
the
window.
folds.
It had been in the fold, so I didn't see it. I opened / closed the curtain to, like, go to bed, and she went, ah! And I was like, what? And she was like, ah! And I was like, no. And then she tried to catch it with a Tupperware, and she didn't succeed, and then it crawled up the thing, and I was like, you know what? I put my baseball cap on backwards, I grabbed a soccer ball, and I was like, it's fucking go time right now. And I threw it really hard at her window, did not break it, did hit the spider. Unfortunately, it fell, ran away from us, injured, couldn't find it. We had to be rescued by Matt and your child.
Yeah.
I was like, if you leave me now, I will get upstairs and climb into your bed.
She didn't
with you
actually
guys.
give me the choice.
No, I was
she said,
like,
you cannot.
cannot leave. You have to sleep down here, or I have to go sleep in your bed with you guys. These are the only choices.
Yeah.
I did throw things, just
Yeah.
not a phone.
Yeah.
And it was in self-defense. The spider
Ooh,
was.
this is actually perfect
Oh, yeah!
for you guys to see how
Here.
insane this shade looks.
But, like, notice the lack of hole.
This is how insane this shade looks on a piece of white,
Wait, aren't you supposed to,
like an influencer.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to do that because it's, like, focused on my face. But anyways, it looks insane here. And it doesn't look insane when it's mixed, layered with the color of my skin.
Yes. And notice how, like, I'm gonna like do her foundation now, but I don't have to color correct anything.
Yeah.
I didn't make her green, even though this is like absolutely a dirty, like, green color. Oh wait, is this a concealer? No.
Is it not?
No. These were all sneaky bumps. That's why I went into my palette.
Oh.
I didn't want to interrupt us. Makeup artists, I don't like share things.
But as a friend.
As a dear friend, who we would share straws and beds if there's a spider.
We
Different.
share eye contact while clinching.
Which is hard to do because usually you're like nuzzling into these jugs
Yeah, exactly.
at sunset on the beach.
And then we
Jealous? almost
almost fell and slipped onto like rocks.
Oh my god, yeah, we actually did we did fall.
Yeah.
And then we tumbled around and then we landed on top of each other and we were like, oh my god. Okay, that last part didn't happen, but it could have.
Yeah.
It could have.
Easily could have gone there.
Easily could have gone there. Matter of time, frankly. Also,
I
like
can
how
already foresee the comments of people being like, should they get together? He looks
we look-
outside from the window.
I think we look too related.
Yeah, it would be a little like
It'd be one of those
spooky.
things where you're like,
Is my knee jutting into your chest / abdomen causing this to be a difficult?
actually, I did not notice it because I was so focused on your jokes.
Okay, perfect.
You're welcome, everyone. I am now going to use a brush. Do I want to use a brush right now for this? No. I'm gonna do something to you that you've never done, and that you were like, one day I'll do it, and I was like, today I'm gonna do it to you. I'm gonna do that first.
So you can like grab it and yeah. That is mixing Glow Lust with concealer and then putting it under your eyeballs, which like I see.
I did it.
Kiki did that and then was like, that was great. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it one day. And then she was like, oh, you're doing it
That
today.
day's today, and I'm doing it to you.
So anyways, that's what's happening right now.
I might have to clinch her first to get her on board.
I'm already
Just
there.
Put putty in my hand.
So salt, best case concealer mixed with.
Oh, right, yes. Okay, so what I'm doing is first, so speaking of color correcting, Salt also makes this peach color corrector right here. Not only do we want to just not put a lot of makeup because it holds up better, the less stuff you put on your face, it will last better and it will crease less. The goal of color correcting for me is not to add another layer, but to make it so I don't have to use as much, right? That was the goal of color correction, is I won't have to put as much on and as much coverage on if I use clever colors, so I can just use a tiny little bit, and I'm like attacking this from two angles, coverage and color correction. I think it has done the opposite, where people are like, a layer and then another layer now. It's like, no, I want to use even less, and I want to be able to use less because the colors are doing something smart. This peach color corrector, I'm going to mix it with a little bit of Glow Lust, and that's going to add it one more like heat, right? So it's going to be like coverage, color correction, and the light reflection of Glow Lust. We're attacking these shadows from 3 angles. I also was shocked and amazed at how beautifully the Glow Lust formula and the Best Case Concealer formula make a baby together. Wow. It's like if Touche Eclat had some balls and some gumption. Also, if you're like, wow, she's talking a real game about her skills as a makeup artist and she looks like a greasy piece of shit, that's because first of all, I am a greasy piece of shit. Can't stress this enough. Can you see why Sam and I bonded? Because she is also a greasy piece of shit. Coming from 2 women with very dry skin.
I know.
No, it's just quite warm in here because we basically baked ourselves in a room with a lot of natural light and closed all of the doors, and then instead of filming 15 minutes later, filmed like 4 hours later, so now it's just real stuffy. I'm going to use a brush because, again, I want precision that I don't necessarily get from a sponge very easily. Because what I said before is extremely true under the eyes. I want to target specifically the shadowy darkness. If I put it everywhere, that's the main thing that causes creasing. Your eyes have creases in them, full stop. You know why? So you can go like this. If you didn't have creases, you couldn't do that. You'd miss out on all the birds. So you have these wrinkles here. Crucial. If you put makeup in there, guess what? It's gonna crease in them creases.
Yeah.
Okay? So don't put it there.
Good
So
luck
you-
targeting my shadowy darkness. Many have tried, all have failed.
You mean like your inner shadowy darkness? Or because I feel like I targeted that when I clinched you.
Maybe you did.
And I succeeded.
I actually don't feel like I have
Look
a
up
lot
at the birds. Okay, so look up at whatever you want. No
like
birds.
hideous lamp up there.
You have a hideous lamp up there?
Ugh.
Oh, you do, yes. I know
Yeah.
that's not your choice, and I actually meant to inquire.
I don't know what they were smoking when they made this house.
Yeah, I do love this house, though.
Thank you.
I have put it where I actually see darkness. Again, as little as possible. Your best friend? Tissues. Because I don't like to wash a lot of brushes. I don't know about you. Maybe you love washing brushes all day long, and that's great for you, and you're better than me. Congrats. But I pretty much like to use as few as possible and just sort of like apply things and then like wipe it off a little bit and then use it. Rather than being like, let me just get more and more in a clean one. Like, I'm just gonna wipe it. Do a little wipey. And now I'm just gonna blend out the edges. And we're uncovering what she had previously warned me about, which is she's got some dryness in her eyes. That's okay. I'm not worried about it yet.
Yeah.
Ominous. Like, soon I'm gonna be freaking out.
Sorry.
If you're gonna burp, I would appreciate it if you did it in my mouth.
I'm not gonna burp, unfortunately.
You know, never say never.
Well, like, yeah, at some point I will, but
Okay.
like I'm not preparing myself to anytime soon.
Noted. Disappointed.
Yeah.
I placed my beautiful highlighting, color corrected, light layer of coverage into the darkness. Not this old darkness. That's for another video. Because we have some textural things happening, I'm going to go over this with a little bit of the just regular concealer shade, not the color correcty glowy one. I'm gonna put such a teeny tiny amount. I don't need to be as precious with this because it's closer to just her foundation shade, so it's okay if I put it a little more universally under her eye and not just like super strategically under her eye. I'm gonna use a sponge because anytime you have like I have like a dry patch here, I would prioritize smoothness of a sponge over precision of a brush. And if this were more dry and flaky, frankly, I would have just been like, okay, right now is the time to just use a sponge and try to like squeeze it to like be precise with it.
The sponge just basically is like, where a brush kind of like gets into every little like fiber kind of like gets into all the nooks and crannies of your like little skin cells, and it just causes it to, that's fair. The camera was literally like, stop.
Stop talking about creases and skin folds.
Sponge is going to kind of have more of an action of just like basically going over top, not like
getting in.
Yeah.
It's not going to get in the nooks and crannies in that really upsetting sounding way that made the camera be like, shut up, stop. Same thing she mentioned where I'm going to like tap out excess of things. So I'm not just like, glomp. And then with this little tip, I'm going to dab over.
Not swipe.
I'm still kind of trying to keep it, precise. And I'm still pretty much avoiding the creases. What if she sees a bird?
So true.
Now look ahead at the camera so they can see how talented I am. Great. So they can see my wealth of knowledge, my brains.
Yeah.
Look at my brains.
Should we give you a lobotomy? Please, God.
The actual reason I came here was to flee
Have a lobotomy.
the United States and have a phlebotomy.
Whatever.
Sorry, this video was made post-lobotomy. So now I'm just going to do the same thing on this side because actually I decided, like, controversial, I'm going to do the same thing to both sides of her face.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I did think she was a professional, and I'm
just like a Two-Face. I was gonna do a Two-Face Batman, but because I know how much Sam loves comics.
I wonder how Two-Faced the brand is doing.
Oh,
honestly,
have not thought
I
about
actually
it in a very long time.
like never hear about them. Is still around?
I don't know. How many moons has
Surely.
it been?
I guess it's as good as mine. I know that guy left.
That guy, or I know that a guy named Guy.
No, the guy. I think his name's Jared. I'm like 99% sure his name's
No,
Jared.
I think his name's Guy.
It could be.
I like when guys are named Guy.
I don't mind it.
I don't like it maybe for them, but I like that it happened.
But yeah, sure.
I like taking it in as a witness.
Yeah.
Now that the under eyes are under-eyeing, she's got the freedom to look at any birds that might be in this room. I mean, there was a spider.
Yeah.
I put her Sneaky Balm shade, which is our, like, tinted balm foundation.
I don't love the way that I'm smelling right now, just like as an aside.
I haven't smelled anything unpleasant on you.
I'm glad.
I would have been like, Sam.
Professionalism.
Ew! Something to that effect. But I didn't.
I'll tell you later.
Using just a tapping motion, use as little product as possible. And I did prime the brush on the palette so that I'm not surprised by any like, oh, there was a big part in that corner of the brush. I'm taking extra care to tap over places where I laid down that concealer and green color corrector because I don't want to disturb my beautiful placement.
No.
What a crime that would be.
God, no.
What a waste of everybody's fucking time.
When I was like half grinning and you were like going over this area and it was just like
When people are trying to be serious
yeah.
in a moment and a thing like that is happening, like when I sent you a polo the other day, trying to tell her like a sincere thing about our beautiful friendship because she sent me a polo that was like extremely nice about what an amazing person I am and how everyone should subscribe to my channel. And I accidentally zoomed in really, really far on my face and I couldn't figure out how to zoom out again.
I've almost posted that to my story like 8,000 times, but I was like, is it weird?
You have my consent. You have my consent.
Because like she was being so complimentary to me that I was like, this
but it was like
feels
literally just my eye.
I'm trying to zoom out, and it's just zooming in further out. How do I go out? I don't know how to zoom out again. Well, I think you're a lovely person. And I think you're an amazing example of lifting people up. Any opportunity to help people, you take it. And in a very selfless and inspiring way. And, and this is so scary.
Oh, yeah.
Friendship.
Your nose also has a little bit of dryness. Makes sense because you think that the dryness is probably from sun exposure, and our noses are like.
Here's what was going on. We were giving a friend advice, and by giving a friend advice, I can't stress enough how much we were talking
Aggressively
at her. We were both floating on pool noodles.
She was not in the pool.
Like
she was
bobbing
sitting,
in
and we
the
were like,
pool.
and this is why
around.
you need to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, and it was
With
just
little
like
pool noodles.
so outrageous.
Yeah,
but
and
like,
so now we need to use a sponge on her
but
nose.
also we
some
were-
dryness. Right? 100% correct. We performed a service and she was grateful.
yeah.
You're welcome.
We are a nightmare.
Nightmare. True nightmare, yeah. Wow. Scared. I am going to use, even though your nose doesn't necessarily need more coverage, I am going to use a little bit of Best Case Concealer instead of Sneaky Balm on your nose because Best Case Concealer has a little more grip. Beep, 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 beep. You have to say
necessary.
beep. Yeah. You know, the fact that you were surprised the other day when I finished your sentence for you thinking you were going to be saying something about me being able to direct my pee stream, and you were like, that is not what I was going to say. Why would you think I was going to say? The fact is, normally when we finish each other's sentences, we are spot on. So the one time I was making a joke about being able to aim my pee, and I was so sure that's what you were saying. And you were like, no, check yourself, okay? Because most of the time, we are about to say the same thing. And I would fill you guys in on why I was making a joke about directing my pee stream, but I can't remember.
We actually just filled up an SD card, so.
Yeah, we just both set a personal record for longest amount of record. Oh, yes. I aimed the fan at us because I'm a fucking genius.
I really like the way that this is blind.
I know.
So anyways, look at her skin now, and it's like
using special effects to make the after really pop, but actually I'm just like, my underboobs are sweating so much. Bronzer.
oh yeah.
So now that she's gone, what should we talk about? What dirt do you want to know?
This isn't
Nothing.
Oh, I am gonna bring the medium.
In real life, she is so nice, to be honest. She's like one of the nice people I've ever met. I want to talk shit, but I can't because she's actually like such a good person. So
I think we could probably just actually use medium.
Okay. We weren't talking about anything while you were gone.
I didn't think so.
Tried to talk shit about you, but you're a really nice person and I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, I was actually, this is a little bit of a flex, but I was going to say the video that I was like, this would be like too much of like a circle jerk for myself for me to post because you were like complimenting me. I sent her a message saying like, hey, you're such a good friend, here's the reasons why. She sent back that video, which was like just the funniest thing I've ever watched. And then I received in the mail a card from her where she basically went further to say all the things that I had just said to her in the polo before I even got the card.
Right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
We really love each other.
I know.
I wrote you a birthday card several months late.
Yeah.
And it was also just a thank you card because I didn't even go buy a birthday card. And I just wrote on it, it said thank you. And then I just wrote for being born. So while being very thoughtful, I was also being extremely lazy and inconsiderately late at the same time. Most importantly, what did Caspian say to you? Because my 10-year-old son, I was like, I'm sending a card to Sam. Do you want to say anything? And he was like, give me it.
He said, quote, it's nice to know someone so kind. And like she wrote like a lot of like who fuck cares.
Yeah. Like Caspian is just cooler and better than me in every way, so compliments from him just mean more. I do have to say, now I'm going to compliment you more while I put bronzer on you.
Okay.
Stuff you already know, but maybe they don't.
I'm scared almost.
I know you are scared.
Hello, this is Kiki from the future, not to be confused with Phil. I almost cut out this next section, which is basically Sam and I going back and forth, being like, you're awesome, no, you're awesome, no, you're awesome. And I don't know, given the times, the optics of two white women being really congratulatory to one another feels sort of nauseating. But then this morning as I was finishing up the edit, I was talking to Sam about some stuff that was bothering me, and her response was, just like I say in this next section of the video, so perfect and made me feel so much better. And then I said, screw it, I'm leaving it in, because whilst everything is a mess, if the world is still turning at all, it's because of the tremendous capacity for kindness and human connection that is in the hearts of many people, and I actually think it's good to be reminded of that right now. Hopefully this lands and doesn't come across as just like a major lack of room reading skills, and it is a nice reminder that humans can make each other's lives a lot better sometimes at a time when it doesn't seem like that's the case.
Scared, you're so uncomfortable, and I'm going to trap you right now, and I'm going to be the one editing this, by the way, so she can't even cut it out. It's so rare to meet people.
I hate this!
as grounded and sincerely kind and generous and selfless as you. Like,
I feel the same about
in
you.
the past 8 years that we've been friends, I have talked to you about everything from breakups to business problems to child raising things. And
Which, by the way, phenomenal mother.
trying my best.
Yeah.
I did get an incredibly amazing child, which super helps. I know anytime anything happens in my life, when I talk to you about it, you're going to you're going to make me feel sane
Okay.
and heard
Okay.
and supported.
Love it.
You're going to offer me like feedback and solutions if I want it, and they're going to be smart, and I'm going to leave the conversation feeling better in like every single way about it. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to say that to your face, where you can't escape and don't have control over cutting it out.
Cool.
You're welcome.
You're also a good friend. You're also a good friend.
You're also a good friend.
You're also a good friend.
Well, I will say that when you sent me a polo out of nowhere, by the way,
Yes.
I was sending her a card for her birthday 2 months late.
It
She was
wasn't
just sending
actually
me a
out of
polo
nowhere. It wasn't.
nowhere.
It wasn't. Because I was thinking about things.
It was out of my head from where
Yeah.
thoughts came.
Kiki, if I may now
No,
return
I
the
can cut it out.
compliment.
And now if I don't cut it out, you guys are gonna be like, so you did want us to hear the nice things.
Yes. No, but you shouldn't cut it out. I actually recently described you to a friend, and I said, Kiki is...
What a greasy bitch.
I said, what a disgusting greasy bitch. And that was the end of the conversation.
Yeah, makes sense.
I just said, well, so many things, but you are somebody to me that is the best example of somebody who like truly lives their values. And that's like on, off screen, no matter who's watching, doesn't matter. And it has literally nothing to do with like the potential for you possibly being seen, the potential for you possibly being recognized for doing good things. Like you just actually have...
I'm having good
No, don't do it. You actually have like a compulsion, I feel, to do the right thing and like actually live by your values every time you get the chance. And it's not that anyone would judge you for not doing those things, because you like absolutely would. Like there's just instances where we just
No,
can't.
I can't cut
and
it
won't.
out because I'm gonna look like I was crying. Everyone knows gonna know.
Yeah, it's wild to see someone that's like so dedicated to it, not because you're like, oh, I have to be dedicated to this thing, but because like you just actually like eat, sleep, breathe your values, and your values are like just being an incredibly good person and caring for people around you and extending any amount of privilege that you can
Hiding.
to all the people in your life. And people out of your life, frankly.
Hey, you know what? Right back at you. I
Yeah.
should have known that if I was gonna say nice things to you, that would have.
Look out.
I know. And I
Coming
can't, I
right
can't
back
cut
for
it out
you.
now because they're gonna be like, did she like smoke a bowl in between takes or something?
Nor should you cut it out.
You cut it out.
I will now.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So now I'm applying bronzer.
I mean, my skin looks
Female
great.
friendships are so nice.
Oh, the best.
Okay, so I'm using the medium bronzer from the Cream Cheek palette. And also, again, tap, 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 tap. I don't want to mess with the layering, just tapping. Also, so I'm so glad you made that comment about priming the brush too, because sometimes I forget to say that, and it really matters, especially when you're doing layering like this, to like have laid everything so nicely and then like put a glob of bronzer. You don't want to do that. You don't want to start this over. You guys don't want us to start this over. You'd riot. I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer on your nose.
Please.
Are you? I burped again. Oh, I didn't do it in your mouth. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, because we do have the fan pointing so that it would
Turn this way. I'm going to put a little bit of the highlight. And I'm going to use my fingy. Just kind of tapering the highlight gently. Like, I mostly put it there, but I'm just kind of like letting it make a little baby with the bronzer. Especially because this is like the medium palette, so the highlight's a little bit like golden-y. That's your professional voice. Yeah. For blush, well, I need to name it still.
Yeah.
Name TBD. I just redid our entire range of blushes for Salt because obviously diversity in color selections is so important for foundation and everything like this. I also feel it is important for blushes and eyeshadows and things like that too. That just doesn't ever get really talked about. So I changed all of our lip and cheek selections to have a light, a medium, and a deep version. This is a color that is going to be some name that alludes that it's like color of your lips color, nude, something, naked time, birthday. Shoot. I'm presenting this, by the way, as like a neutral blush because it's truly like human kind of skin. I put it on and you like can't see it almost. So don't use it. Throw it away. You can't even see it. I want to use this rather than something like fully warm tone in the context of a tutorial for redness. It has a nice neutral. It's not going to lean too warm. And if we've already done bronzer and things, you know. I'm just going to tap this lightly. Oh, wow. I love it so much. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. That's like, you know, when somebody puts on a playlist that they made and they're constantly like, oh my god, I love this song. By the way, I'm talking about me. I do that. I formulate all of our products. Every single color that I make, I'm like, oh, wow. It makes sense that I love it. If I didn't, that would be like really weird, actually. Why would I do that? I wouldn't. Priming. Oh, babies.
Babies crying. Because they're like, do I have a mother?
Let us know in the comments if you hear babies. Other than us. Do you want to just use your finger to put this on your lips since we don't have a lip brush? Oh, and then you said, which setting powder do you like to use? This one?
Hourglass, yeah.
Just doing a little setting powder. Just locking things in place. How do I make more?
Oh, you just tip it.
I'm scared. Like she's feeding the bird. I like don't remember what I've done or what's happening or what the point of anything is, but you look great.
I feel great.
So you want to finish your eyes and then come back and we'll say, okay, bye everyone, even though no one's watching anymore.
Oh
because
yeah,
it's been 3
like
hours.
just like for sure, yeah. Does it not feel like we're sitting outrageously close when you look at it here, but when you look at it on camera, it's like
we're really far apart.
Yeah.
I know. Well, our chairs like literally can't be closer.
Yeah.
Aww.
This is actually really
cute.
Yeah, it is really cute.
This was so really
fun.
cozy.
Thank you, Kiki. Yeah. Love how my skin looks. Love Salt. Go subscribe.
Love your mom. I do love your mom. She's so wonderful.
She's great. The slight movement that I'm getting is like really doing it for every time I look at her, I'm like,
I am over here being a greasy bitch.
you look great. But like moral of the story, Kiki is a greasy bitch.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our channel.
Did you guys know that Viggo Mortensen really broke his toe when he kicked that Oryx helmet? Cool stuff.